Jim's Garage Toys. Today I've got my 2017 Corolla IM that I'm going to be installing this Ultra Racing rear sway bar on. It's beefier and heavier than the stock one, and this there used to be some bars made for the IM specifically, but luckily the IM has the same rear suspension as the second gen Scion tC, and also, ironically enough, the Lexus CT200h. So this was still listed under the Lexus, I believe it was, that I ordered this from, under the Ultra Racing USA webpage. So I've matched it up with the other one. It looks to be identical, other than size and a little beefier, so shouldn't be a problem getting this installed. And others that have already upgraded their rear sway bar noticed a huge improvement, so I'm expecting the same on this. And I've also noticed the same type of improvement on my 2009 Corolla when I upgraded the rear sway bar too. So I'm looking forward to getting this on and enjoying the mountains and the canyons even more with some improved handling. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get under the car. I've already got it up on some ramps to give me a little extra room to work, and we'll go from there. All right, I am under my car right now, and you can see this is where the sway bar comes up right here and hooks into the link right here. So there's the top of it right there. So, and then here's the sway bar right here. This new one from Ultra Racing is definitely a lot beefier, so that should help improve things a little bit more. So doesn't look like it's too bad. Looks like there's two bolts for each bracket on each side, and then the one right here. So I'm going to undo this, and if I have to undo this one to drop the link, then I will. And looking at it, I might have to take this brace off. I'm not 100% sure. It might make it easier, but we'll see what happens. So there's that one. There's another one over here, but I may be able to just work it out from there. So, and we'll go from there. Let's get some bolts loose. So I broke these bolts loose here. So yeah, I'll go ahead and move them. Oh, I see. Oh, wow. Okay. It's one big bar that actually connects the two. So I broke this bolt loose, so that attaches the sway bar there, and I think so. Here's the sway bar right here. So I think the way it's crimped, it kind of wraps around from the out and in. So just from the, you can see the new one, kind of how the tab is angled in there. So I'm going to go ahead and have to drop this right here so I can have enough play in it to get this bolt out. So we'll go ahead and do that real quick. So I just took this nut off, and this bushing is held on from there. So you need to get some polyurethane bushings for this too. So, but now that allows this piece right here to easily move and pivot, so I'll be able to just push that out, as you can see there. And maneuver the bar out. So we'll do the same thing on the other side here and go from there. Okay, I was able, everything's loose. I was able to get this support bar right here out. Okay, I was able to maneuver that out, but I need a little bit more room to get the actual sway bar here out. So I am going to take off this bracket here on the driver's side and see if it gives me enough room. So this one right here has the exhaust pipe here too. Worst case scenario, I can drop these two bolts right here and disconnect that and it'll just fall straight down. But I'm going to see if just taking off these three and removing this bracket that I can come in and kind of set it up under there. So we'll see. Let's go ahead and take those off and go from there. Okay, so here are the two bars. They're shaped the same, so I don't think there'll be any problem going in. The Ultra Racing bar is definitely bigger and meatier, so that should help. So I did have to, is for anybody else that wants to do this, as kind of a heads up. So I did end up having to take off those two cross braces, these things right here. So they just had three 12mm bolts, came right off in minutes, so no big deal there. And then what I do is right up here, I did take off the muffler from the one hanger here at the end, and that was just to pull it down just enough to give me some more play. I had another hanger right there that if I needed a little bit more I could have done, but just taking off the end one was enough. And then I was able to maneuver the sway bar out. So now we'll go ahead and do the reverse process and get the new one installed. The new Ultra Racing bar did come with two new rubber bushings. I wish that they included polyurethane. That would be nice. They do give you some grease for them too. So that would make this a complete kit if you got the bar, urethane bushings, and then new polyurethane bushings also for the links. So to replace those right there. So I need to look and see if I can find some of those, and that will help dramatically too. I think the links will even make a bigger difference than even these, but if I can find all of them, that'll be great. Okay, so I've got the new bar on, greased up the bushings on it, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can finagle this in and work it back into place so we can bolt it up. Okay, so got the new bar worked in. So a little tip when you're doing this is originally I had it on ramps, and I ended up pulling it off those and putting it up on jack stands, and that was easier to get the bar in. So it'll also be easier to get the bar out, and it just allows the spring to sag and for this to and for the arm to drop down and give you a little bit more room. So it'll be I'll need to put some pressure under it to get I'll get the bolt on there like that, and then the wheel comes up and it'll be easier to tighten that in there. So, but right now I'm going to go ahead and get the U-clamps, this big bracket right here, get that bolted back on, and that will get the bar up into place, and then we can fine tune all the other bolts. So I just got these two bolts started. They're not all the way tight, but they're just in there, got both sides. So, and here you can see the bracket, so how it wraps around, and then this piece right here extends all the way over to the other side. So we still got our connection over here, so it's just it's just got a hand tight nut there. And now once that rotated up, actually now we have our bolts coming down through. So I want to get all that tightened up real quick. Hard to do that while holding the camera, so I just wanted to point out what I would be doing. So you got the link down here, you got the link up here, and then you got the two down below underneath it. And that will cinch the sway bar up. Then what we have to do is put back the couple of cross braces that I took off, and they go right here. So there's one hole, and over here, one hole. So those are 12mm bolts. Again, just a minute to take those off and put them back on. So very easy install, actually, especially knowing now that it's better to put it up on jack stands. This makes this job a breeze. So anybody that wants to beef up their rear sway bar, order one from Ultra Racing for the Lexus CT200h, and you'll be in business. So we'll get this finished up. Okay, so I've got the bracket back in now, so you can see that right there. I've got it, it's just loose right now so that you could kind of see where they went. So there's the one, and here's the other two. And then over on this side, we've got these two right here, and then one over there. You know, looking at this, it'd be really kind of cool if somebody made a real beefy bracket here just to tie these two pieces together for more structural rigidity. That'd be really cool. So you can go ahead and get all those tightened up and get this wrapped up. All right, final little shot here. So everything's buttoned back up. All the two braces that we got here are links, top and bottom. So we've got and I got my right here. I'll put that through the hanger, and it is all set. So thought I'd do that real quick before I took it off the jacks, and so everybody could see. So any questions, please feel free to comment or ask in the comment section there, and I'll get back to you. So time to go take it for a spin.